Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We're going to do Free Reading Friday. So today's question is going to be what you should be focusing on this weekend to make the most improvements and the most goals in your life, okay? So if you haven't been here, all you got to do is pick 1, 2, or 3. These cards are chosen at random, and when I flip them over, they will correspond to what you need to do, and it gives you a nice little boost for the weekend, and it's completely free. If you want a full reading, I have the links down below, and you can come get a full reading with me at Moma Delia. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends, because you, only you, have the power to change the YouTube algorithms and get these videos pushed out to other people, okay? So real quick, we're going to do the reading, and then I'm going to do a review of a product I talked about before, and then we're going to get into that narcissism thing that I had been talking about in the last video. So stay tuned for that. That'll be at the end after you get your reading. So this is the product that I was talking about. I had reviewed it a while ago. Well, what I had done is I told you I got it, but now I've been using it for about 2 weeks-ish. Let me tell you something. This is $12 on Amazon, and I'm not sponsored. I'm not linked affiliate, nothing like that from Amazon. But this has, in 2 weeks, actually the first week, took my tooth sensitivity down to almost nothing. I have missing enamel because I grind my teeth really bad. And I'm getting that fixed. I do have a dental guard, but then that messed up my bites, and now I have to get a splint, all sorts of stuff. Don't get old, people. Don't get old. So in Japan, they don't do fluoride. They do nanohydroxyapatite. And if you hear that weird noise in the background, Lucy decided to scratch violently right beside me. So she's having a scratch fest. So if you hear some noises, that's what that is. So not fluoride, nanohydroxyapatite. And it actually is the building block. It's the mineral that actually builds the bone of your tooth. So having it just sit on your tooth, it becomes more bioavailable, and the tooth can grab onto it. I'll tell you what, this has taken my sensitivity down to literally nothing. I can drink a soda now with sugar in it. I can eat cold, hot. It used to be even when I would chew, if I'd hit my teeth, like they clanked together, that would hurt a little bit. Nothing, not a damn thing. So check this out. I'm not sponsored. Don't have an affiliate link, nothing like that. I got this on Amazon. There might be another place to get it. I don't know. It comes in ginger, coconut, and mint. I got the mint. Probably because if I got the ginger coconut, I would eat it. I'd probably pour it all in a cracker and eat it, knowing me. But this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. This is worth $12 for a tube of toothpaste. I usually brush my teeth with my regular toothpaste, which is fluoride-free. And then what I'll do is I'll rub this on my teeth and let it sit. You don't need to spit it out. You don't need water. So good thing to have. So if you have any kind of teethy issues, somebody actually wrote a review that this remineralized a cavity they had. Now, I have no cavities. I've never had cavities, but so I can't speak to that. I'm not going to vouch for that. But they said it remineralized a cavity. They had a cavity, and the dentist said to wait on it. They came back 2 months later, and after using this, the cavity was gone. They couldn't find it in x-ray or anything. So there you go. So check that out. Good stuff. Okay, on to the reading, and then we're going to talk about narcissism. Meh. I'm going to have trouble saying that 10 times fast. Okay. So what you should be focusing on this week and this weekend, people number 1, drum roll, fabulous nails still available. Look at that. I've been painting. You can see I painted a bathroom and a kitchen, and still these things have hung on. That I just have to scrape that off. It'll scrape her out. Haven't lost a jewel. Haven't lost anything. Look at that. Okay, people number 1, what you need to focus on. Okay, so this is more about career. It looks like a money card, but this is more about career. And this is something, if you've been thinking about starting your own business or branching out on your own, this would be a time to do it, okay? This is the time to actually sit down and work. So if you had any plans this weekend, I know different parts of the country are open and different parts are still, kind of staying at home. You are going to want to stay home and work on you. If that means scripting, by the way, I have scripting coaching. If that means scripting, if that means working on a business plan, if that just means researching, if that means daydreaming, hey, that's fine too. Okay, but this is to work on your career and where you're going next. Okay, so that's a big thing to think about. It might be going back to school. It might be some people are out of work. Some people are waiting for work to call them back. This is a work, money, career card, mostly career. Okay. And this means you're going to start planning your next steps. That's why if you see, there's a house built behind him, but he's cutting logs. That's preparation for what's to come. All right, this is actually a very good card. So if you're having career or money issues right now, I know a lot of people are out of work or having work struggles. This is a good card. It's a good omen. Okay. So people number 2, what should you be focusing on? Not going anywhere. This is, don't need the cards for that. A lot of people are stuck home. A lot of people can't travel. We have a lot of travel bans right now. This is definitely a stay at home. Don't go party. Don't go out with friends. This would be a work on your house. Like the paint on my nails. So this weekend, I had a big weekend last weekend. So this weekend, I know this would probably be the card I would get. I am literally painting cabinets and rechanging drawer pulls. That's what this card is all about. This is a card of being completely stable and sticking close to home. It could be that you're going to start to learn how to garden. It could be you're going to work out from home. This is not a card of getting distracted by socialization, okay? Or travel or going on a trip. If this is one of those things, like if you were to go on a trip or maybe go 3 towns over for an estate sale or go 50 miles away to go to a concert, you would be disappointed. You go, why did I do that? Why did I waste that time? So this is actually a card of staying home this weekend. So gather your forces, stay home, make your nest beautiful, clean. I love cleaning. It's my favorite hobby. Number 3, people, we'll see what you're going to do this weekend. Oh, this is actually not a do in so much an action. This is an emotional card. This is letting SHI Tut go. Okay? It's time to let things, there have been things emotionally, maybe physically, but usually physical stuff is because we didn't let emotional stuff go. This is maybe a fight you had with your loved one, with a spouse, with a family member, a friend. You need to let it go. This card is a card of festering. Okay? So like a wound, you don't want it to fester. You got to scrub it out and get rid of the bad stuff. That's the same thing here emotionally. You need to let go. Okay? This would be a good weekend to meditate. This would be a good weekend to go for a drive. Like the other people, I was like, don't leave your house. Maybe go for a drive. Maybe go for a long walk. But do it by yourself and with the intention of letting old stuff that is not serving you go. Okay? So that is your weekly weekend and a little bit into next week wrap up. Nails are still available. Oh, yeah. So what are we going to talk about now? I'm going to put some good cards out. I'm going to put this toothpaste so you can definitely Google it. So let's talk about the narcissism thing real quick. I talked to a few people since the last video, and they were all very excited for narcissism. Not to have it or not to have it in their life, but that we're going to talk about it now. So something I do in my counseling practice and my consulting practice is I help people heal while dealing with their narcissist. So it's not a lot of things you have to do either or. You have to either get rid of the narcissist and then you can heal. I'm going to stumble over that word narcissist because it's a lot of so pardon me if I stumble here and there. Just go with it. Just go. So you can do both at once. And it's amazing because once you start changing, the relationship and your interaction will automatically change also. Now, it does involve some interesting techniques, okay? It's not like straight therapy. It's not like kind of a normal thing. It's going to be more of you have to manifest it into existence. I will teach you the steps, but you have to do the work. So it's very simple, but it's very hard. Kind of like squats. Like when I started doing squats, very simple movement. It's just sitting down, but damn, you do a couple of them and it hurts real bad, right? So this is something to think about. I will teach you the steps, but you actually have to do them. You have to execute them. And if you don't, you have to go back to the beginning and start all over again because it is a framework of how to handle your narcissist. But the big thing to focus on is not handling your narcissist because it's rare to change one. I will be dead honest with you. It's rare to change one. But the thing is to keep yourself in a power position, in a strength position, and in a whole position. Because what narcissists typically do is they try to shatter you so that you're constantly in little pieces and you're running around picking those pieces up, looking for the other pieces. Okay, you're constantly. I'll tell you a personal story. I had a narcissist in my life for a long time, and what this person did was to control me. Now, this is a physical example of what they do emotionally. Okay, so to control me, he was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I wasn't doing what they want. You know how narcissists, if you have one in your life, they'll have temper tantrums. Like, you have to do what they want, and if you don't do what they want, it's all hands on deck. You know, they're going to flip out. So I was riding in the passenger seat, they were driving, and what they did was they took my purse. I wasn't abiding to what they wanted to do. I wasn't playing along or dealing with their narcissistic NPD, if you want to call it that, NPD bullshit. Okay, so they took my purse that had my phone, my keys, my money, and they threw it out the window into a field and said, either it's you go, if you go get your purse, I'm going to drive away. And if you stay in the car, then you stay with me, but you don't get your purse. So literally didn't have my house keys, my phone, or my money, my wallet, my credit cards, everything was in the purse, right? So that's what they do. And they do that physically sometimes, but that's a representation of what they do to you emotionally. They literally parse you out into pieces so that you're constantly scattered. You're constantly missing something and trying to catch up to it, but they keep dropping more pieces and you never get back to whole. So what I can do, and I apparently, in doing this, before Miss Lucy was scratching, now Miss Lucy is snoring. So apparently I'm very, very, very boring. So if you hear snoring, it's not. It's Miss Lucy's beside me, keeping me company. So what I can do to help you when people in your life will do this to you is I will teach you how to be strong in the face of that while it's happening, while they are throwing your purse in the field. Okay, because knowing what I know now, I would have handled it completely differently. Okay, and it would have automatically shut down the narcissist. So when they're doing crazy stuff, you know they do crazy making behavior. That's like their number one go-to. So when they do crazy stuff, I will teach you what to do in that moment that not only is going to build you up, but it's going to put them in their place. All right, so I have links to everything down below. I'm only offering the narcissism coaching for a very short amount of time because it is something I do in my regular private practice. But I want to make it available because I know a lot of people are stuck home and there's a lot of crap going on because you're stuck home with your narcissist, or you're having to deal with people on a different level right now because of the Rona. So check that out. Links are down below. You can get a hold of me at my store. You can get a hold of me. I have my text message. You text me, don't call me. You can always text me. I will get back to you ASAP. And yeah, so check that out. Check out the store. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I wish nothing but good and happiness and love for all of you. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.